Welcome to the second annual Max, the Canadian Kickoff. We welcome you this evening. We are so happy to have you over. We know that you're going to have a good time. My name is Kuda Bempong. I joined Max over about a year and a half ago. And the reason why I joined Max was for good health. But as I continued on with Max, because the products are so powerful, they did amazing results for me. So I also made the decision that I was going to go pro. I was going to become a professional network marketer. And here we are. I'm not just healthy, but I'm also a successful network marketer in Max International. The reason why I'm here, thank you. And the reason why I'm here is just basically to introduce two powerful, strong leaders in our team that are going to have the privilege of doing the presentation tonight. So please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome two powerful, strong presenters. My twin, Jasmine, Theberge, and my mentor, Tesseyman. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to a wonderful weekend. We're starting it off tonight, Friday, with the Max Opportunity presentation. These kind of presentations are done around the globe. My name is Tesseyman. I'm a Gold Associate, been with the company right from the beginning, and guess what? I got involved because of the residual income. I got involved because of the things you can make through having a home-based business, right? The benefits. And I was a pilot for 42 years. It's part-time for 8 years. I'm doing it now full-time. I did a search and rescue for a number of years, and being a search and rescue, I helped people save their lives in the North Atlantic and the tundra, and I felt a real pleasure in doing that. I felt a sense of purpose, and it was a good day's job well done. I never thought I'd find a company where I'd have that feeling again, and guess what? I have it here in Max International, and these products work. These products are the foundation for a wonderful opportunity. So I'm not going to keep on talking here. We'll talk later on, but I love this evening because tonight I'm working with my co-presenter, Jasmine Theberge. We've done many presentations. This woman is amazing, and I am so happy. Jasmine?
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Great to have you here. As Paul said, my name is Jasmine Theberge. By profession, I'm a restorative dental hygienist. I have been with Max now almost 8 years. I got involved 8 years ago because someone came and asked me to do some research for them. His 75-year-old mom was in bed for literally a year and had lost her will to live. She started taking our products, and he came to me and he said, "What is glutathione?" He goes, "What is this stuff?" He goes, "My mom, after 3 months, says that she feels like she's 25 years younger. She wants to go dancing. She's, exercising. She's traveling." He goes, "What is this stuff?" So, being in dentistry, I love to do research. I did research for him. And when I discovered what this was about, I said to him, this is probably the most important health and wellness breakthrough we're going to see in our life. So 8 years ago, it started with research, and the science, which, as Paul said, is solid. From there, what happened is that as I'm sharing this with people, every week someone comes to me and shares a story with me and says, "Thank you for giving me back my life, or my mom's life, or my child's life." There's no better feeling than that. So it starts with the difference that we make for people with their health. What happened since then is that I did not realize initially when I got started the business aspect of it. The feeling to have independent financial freedom, there's no better feeling than that in the world after helping people. So here is something that's twofold. How many of you tonight are taking a look at Max for the first time, second time evaluating it? How many people are here taking a look at that? Tonight is for you. Keep your ears open tonight. This is a three-part presentation. You're going to learn a little bit about the company and the founders. The second part is about the science and the products. And the third part is about the business and the financial aspect. If you get what tonight is about and you take the time to do your due diligence, it will completely change your life, the lives of those people that are near and dear to your heart and people that you haven't even met yet. So stay tuned because you're about to have something, like I said, that is life-transforming. Welcome.
Wow. Amazing. Fantastic. I would sign up if I wasn't an associate already. And if you're going to take notes tonight, actually, please take notes, either mental notes or physical notes, because tonight you're going to get some information that is going to change your lives for the guests, and also for the new associates, because you're going to catch on to what we've got here, and that's amazing. Now, here's a little bit of direction for you. Train your eyes to the screen to my left and to your right, because that's where the presentation is going to be, not behind me, okay? So the first slide, Max International, the glutathione company. The glutathione company, because we have the technology, we have the information, and we're going to show you that tonight in the next few slides as we go through this presentation.
Perhaps you want to break free. There are people that have jobs that they love. There are people that have work that they do that they are not thrilled about it. There are people that are commuting, that are financially struggling. I know people that are in this room that are holding down 2, 3, and 4 jobs just to make ends meet. Maybe when you graduated from school or when you graduated from high school, you had this dream and this vision about what your life was going to be like, and all of a sudden reality sets in. Start going back to your dreams, because you're going to be able to break through from that rut that you're in and from that confinement that you have, and you're going to be able to, like I said, break free from all the financial bondage that you have and have the dream life that you've always thought about when you were young.
That's one of the reasons why you're looking at this. Maybe another reason why you're looking at this is because you want to maintain your health, which is a wonderful reason, or you want to get back your health that you don't have anymore, and that's commendable. Maybe you want to help people in your family, friends that you know, somebody that you love, someone that you like, even somebody you don't like, get a better quality of health. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be, right? And maybe you want to help a full country get a better quality of health. And maybe get the average age in that country a little higher than what it is now, because some countries have a very low lifespan. And we can change that. We have the opportunity to change that. We have the technology. But I can guarantee you right now, this young girl, this young lady running the beach, she's in great shape. But I can guarantee you, 6 months, 6 years from now, her cellular health is going to be on the decline. And she's going to wish she was on these products.
What you're going to learn about tonight is actually the business of the future. Max International is part of a network marketing business model that is completely sweeping the globe. Today, 60% of all sales that are done online. And we have something with network marketing that is all about building relationships. As I said, take a look at this, because when I first learned about Max International, like I said, I got the science. I didn't realize until I had been around and came, just like you are, evaluating tonight to see what this is all about. There is a wave that's going by. It is a huge wave. Either you ride that wave or you miss it and let it go by. So just pay close attention.
And here's the visionary, the founder of Max International. He's a co-founder of American Telecast, multi-billion-dollar with many commercials out there, and with breakthrough products such as the Total Gym with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris, New York Times best-selling author with 16 books out there. Most of them, if not all of them, are New York Times best-selling. And one of his philosophies is effective partnering. He didn't just talk about it, he actually put it into practice, because you know what? You got to be effectively partnered in marriage for the marriage to work. You got to be effectively partnered with your friends. You've got to be effectively partnered with your business people, no matter what kind of company you're joining. If you don't have effective partners, you're going to go down the chute. You're going to go nowhere. You've got to be effectively partnered. So he put his philosophy into action and partnered with Bill Guthrie and Greg Rinker. You may not know them by name, but the company's Guthrie Rinker, Proactive Commercials, Anthony Robbins, Jessica Simpson, and also Zumba Commercials. And it's a $2.3 billion company a year. So guess what? We partner with these guys, and we, Jasmine and I, and all the associates out here are partnered with these 3 individuals. That's pretty exciting.
Other than the business side of it, we have these 2 doctors that we owe credit to for everything that we have here at Max International. The doctor at the bottom, Dr. Robert Keller, is a doctor that has 3 specialties: oncology, hematology, and immunology. Worked for years in the States and then went to Tanzania and had a big dream, wanted to help people. Initially it was with cancer, and then he worked with young orphans that were born that were HIV positive. Came up with our first breakthrough product, and he was able to change people's lives by having them get healthier because their glutathione levels were raised. Separate from him is Dr. Nagasawa, who is not a medical doctor but has his PhD in organic chemistry. And he worked with the war vets that came back from Vietnam. They were hit with Agent Orange, they were traumatized and shocked, and of course they unfortunately turned to alcohol and had liver cirrhosis. So the US government had him find a way to heal these patient soldiers' livers. And what to me is divine intervention is that both these doctors worked independently of each other. Both of them now came to Max International, and Dr. Robert Keller came up with a formula that was the best way to raise glutathione at that time, and his research started in the early 80s. Dr. Nagasawa's work started in the late 70s, and today is the glutathione technology of the future. And we are able to raise glutathione better than anything else known to man on this planet. So we have something in our hands that is absolutely huge, and we owe it to these gentlemen. One of the things I want to share about Dr. Nagasawa is that a few years ago, after 9/11, the US government was concerned with chemical warfare. And their biggest fear was that if we get hit with cyanide poisoning, that we're gone in 4.5, 5 minutes. And they asked all the doctors and all the researchers in the world to come up with something called the 3-minute antidote. And it was Dr. Nagasawa that's come up with the 3-minute antidote so that actually if you're hit with cyanide, you would survive. So that is the brilliance of the research and the doctors behind our products. So really honor these two gentlemen.
You're absolutely right, Jasmine. These two gentlemen are brilliant, definitely geniuses. And guess what? We have a health advisory council that's been in existence right from the beginning. We have Scott Nagasawa, a doctor of pharmacy, and he's the son of Dr. Nagasawa. We've got Scott Momey, Dr. Douglas Harrington, who is here today with us. He's a cardiologist, was on the Stanford University heart transplant team, and he's also the master, the founder of the Pulse test, which is going global right now. It's absolutely amazing. And we were doing it in the back there this afternoon. So we can go through all of these doctors. I'm not going to. They come from different disciplines. Many of them are from North America. This is going to change. There's going to be people from Philippines. There's going to be doctors from Africa being on this program. And this is an advisory council that is volunteer. They don't get any financial reimbursement for this. And they're there to help and meet and improve whatever we can improve on our products, which I sometimes think is we can't improve what we got. It's great. And we've got Dr. John Kindle, who is actually sitting in the house here somewhere. I just saw him a few minutes ago. There you are, John. Welcome.
Thank you.
And he's been with the council right from the beginning. And he's in the bottom left-hand corner looking up at all the brilliance and all the geniuses. And he says, I'm so proud to be part of this group of wonderful, fine people. Wonderful.
So what brought them together? There are two huge global concerns that are going on right now today. One of them is our declining health. Over the course of our lifetime, we're exposed to 80,000 different chemicals, from the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. And as you know, all of us probably know someone that has some very serious health concerns that start earlier and earlier, and a lot of times they're fatal. And I have two friends that their 3-year-old babies have cancer. And it's like, how does that happen? So we see that we have toxic overload. That's basically what it is. We have toxic overload from all the things we're exposed to, genetically modified food, the pesticides, everything that's just part of our lifestyle, fast food, cell phones, microwaves. So all of a sudden we're seeing that as much as we're advancing in other areas, our health is actually declining at a younger and younger age. They've tested blood from newborn babies from their umbilical cord. Today, babies are born with over 287 chemicals. They tested for 287, they have every single one of them. So there's something that's going on and it's being passed down from the mom down to the child. And it's just the way that we live. We have unprecedented stress. People, as I said earlier, are commuting, they're going back and forth, and we just live this really busy, anxious life. And again, because of all these things that we're exposed to, unfortunately, we're depleting our glutathione levels and we're seeing some serious health issues. The other half of the equation is the global financial crisis. We know that poverty levels are on the rise. For example, how many people here know someone that graduated from college or university and can't find work in the area that they studied? Okay? How many people here know somebody that's been downsized? Here they are in their 40s and 50s and they've been downsized. Okay, this is just the reality of what's going on. How many people here know somebody that all of a sudden they're getting to that point where they're ready to retire and they're like, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to live on 1/3 of the income that they've struggled with their whole life. So that's just the reality of what's going on. Anybody? Yeah, here we got somebody there. Okay, good. And there really is a loss of opportunity. Why this is such a beautiful blend together is that we have with Max International a science that is validated and scientifically patented, and then now the other half of the equation is that we can offer an opportunity for someone to have financial security. And it's just, it's paired and it's beautiful, the timing, and like I said, it's limitless what you can have to share with others. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So did you know the human body contains trillions of cells, 50 trillion to 70 trillion, depending on your body type, and we're a reflection of your cellular health. You know what? If you put 10 people that have been on Max for a few years in a crowd of 100 people, you'll be able to pick them up. You pick them out. You can pick them out of a crowd. But I tell you, we create about 40 billion new cells every day. So in about 90 days, most of our cells have kind of regenerated themselves, and a bad cell gives birth to a bad cell. Correct.
You guys are smart.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So every one of these cells that we have in our body needs this miracle molecule called glutathione, right?
Excellent. So what is glutathione? Is there anybody here before they heard about Max? Is there anybody here that knew about glutathione before? A few people, okay? Not very many. Glutathione is something that we produce naturally in every single cell of our body. We're born with it. Glutathione is our number one antioxidant, so it gets rid of free radicals. It's our number one anti-inflammatory. 97% of everything that goes wrong with us is when our cells are inflamed. It's our number one detoxifier. It will clean out everything. I'm talking like mercury, arsenic, it'll clean it out. And it helps us to strengthen our immune system. And glutathione is the most important molecule in our body. It protects against oxidative stress. And it is the fact that we now have a way to raise glutathione, not by having it come into your bloodstream, but by having it come into the cell is huge. That's what the breakthrough is all about.
Absolutely. So the glutathione benefits, there are 10 here, but there are many more. But these are the 10 most important ones. First of all, it maintains energy production. People that are on this product get a better energy and a sustained energy. It strengthens the immune system. You know, we've got doctors that are in the company that will prescribe a flu shot, but won't take the flu shot. They'll double up on their products and sit in front of their patients, and they'll get wheezed on, sneezed on, and coughed on, and they won't get the flu because their immune system is high. We also have, it detoxifies the liver and the cells. The liver is the washing machine of the body, and the glutathione is the detergent. And it improves mental clarity and focus. To be honest, I needed this about 10 years ago. I still need it now. But the thing is, I am taking these products because being a pilot, it's nice to have a little bit of mental clarity and focus when you're flying.
Oh, yeah.
It improves the quality of sleep, and this happens over a period of time. Some people get it right away. Others takes a little bit of time, but you get into REM sleep and begin to dream, and it reduces the effects of stress. You know, if you're married, you may have stress, right? And you know what? It improves your skin. People who are on this product for a long period of time have a healthier skin, have a glow, have a texture. If you want to go up to somebody's skin and feel it, you'll find out. It's kind of cool. And it enhances athletic performance. But not only athletes, it also enhances people who are working 2 jobs, full-time jobs, part-time jobs, shift work, what have you. It helps everybody, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads. It's not just for athletes. And we have over 133,585 86 now, I think it is, studies on glutathione in PubMed.gov, which is the third-party, unbiased credibility on papers on glutathione. Pretty amazing. What do you think of that? Ready? Yeah. Okay.
So the bad news about glutathione, if you look at that chart on the upper right, you'll see a line that depicts as the levels are going down. What that signifies there is typically until the age of 20, we all have high levels of glutathione. Every decade after that, we lose 10 to 15%, and by the time we're 50, we have half of the glutathione that we did when we're 20. The bottom line in the graph, as it goes up, that's oxidative stress. That's just what we get over the course of our lifetime. And there's a crossover point, typically for most people in their 50s. And I remember in the dental office, my patients came in, and I remember in their 50s, all of a sudden they were telling me, I have high blood pressure, I have high cholesterol, I have my knees hurt, I have, arthritis, I can't sleep at night, all these diabetes, all these things started to show up, and I knew that for decades. I had no idea that it had anything to do with glutathione. So what happens is that as our glutathione levels are depleting, that's when our health issues start to rise. And other than all the things that we talked about, aging is a natural factor that we lose glutathione, stress, smoking, prescription drugs. Anybody that's on a prescription medication is lowering their glutathione. So you can see some of the things are alcohol, sun exposure, poor diet. So many people eat fast foods. Like I have, again, my patients that are in their 20s, a lot of them don't cook. They're all eating fast food, and it's all an accumulative effect. So it's important to raise our glutathione levels. We know, and there's a chart that you'll see on that table there, that there's over 74 diseases with glutathione. That came up from Dr. Keller, those 74 diseases in the early 80s when he started his research. Today, there are about 125 different health issues that develop from having low levels of glutathione. So to look at this as the global and the huge total picture of this is that you have the most important molecule in your body being glutathione. The best way to raise it is with ribosine and our technology that we have at Max International. The only place that you can get it is through Max International, through somebody that's an associate or a distributor for it. So think about what that means, that you have the most important molecule and the best way to raise it, and the only place that someone can get it is through a Max representative. So think about what that means on a global aspect.
Yeah, so the question is, how can we effectively maintain our glutathione levels? Jasmine just mentioned it. Ribosine It's the glutathione solution. That's Dr. Negus there in the background. And ribosine is a patented trademark. And in fact, we have over 25 years of research, close to 30. We have 22 peer-reviewed articles, not 20, the 22. Then 2016, we had it on wound healing, an unbelievable study which went viral in medical journals. But you won't hear about it because ribosine was actually the one that got the wound healing peer-reviewed article in place in the first place. 38 patents and patent pendings. We have patents that are actually still locked away. We have patents that are going to protect us throughout the 21st century, believe me. We're patented right in every continent that we're in. We're in 5 continents right now. And those 3 statements are huge. But the last 2 statements are so exciting because the most advanced glutathione technology available today is ribosine. And it's exclusively from Max International. Those 2 statements are exciting.
This is a summary of the products that we have. The products in the center are nutritional products. On the right-hand side, we have a weight loss system. Brilliant. We're going to touch a little bit about some of the products. And then we had a skincare line. What I want to bring your attention to on this slide is the certification that we have on the bottom. We're the only nutraceutical company in the world that has these certifications. NSF, National Sanitation Foundation, produced in a pharmaceutical-grade facility. We have halal certification as we're taking it global in certain cultures. That's important. We have Health Canada's approval, not just a sentence that says it's safe to ingest, but a complete paragraph that says if you take these products with ribosine, they will raise glutathione, and that which they say they do, they actually do. And then we have BSCG, that one on the right, Banned Substance Control Group, the most stringent body in the world to deem something to be certified drug-free. Olympians and professional athletes need that certification. We have it.
Absolutely. So our 21st century product is Cellgevity. This gives your body the advanced glutathione support it deserves. It's got an advanced ribosine formula with 12 synergistic ingredients. The next slide will show you that, and Jazz will go through it. It provides protection from oxidative stress and free radicals. Listen to that, oxidative stress and free radical protection. And it supports cellular function and health. And this comes a month's supply, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the afternoon. This is the absolute minimum. 21st century product. Absolutely amazing.
These are the ingredients other than the ribosine. If you take a look at these are the most powerful antioxidants in the world, all combined in one product.
Absolutely. And they're high grade also. High grade. So this is our Enfuse. It's called Max Enfuse. It contains important direct and indirect antioxidants. It supplies important vitamins and nutrients, and also supports and enhances glutathione function. Guess what? The vitamin that you're taking from the store right now, from the drugstore, from the pharmacy, from Costco, from whatever big box store you got the vitamins from, I would bet you dollars to donuts. Not that I eat donuts, but I spend the dollars. But the point is, you know what? This vitamin will not get absorbed into the cell. Okay? It has to have absorption into the cell. It's got to have phase time. Our product is nanotechnology, comes in a little pouch. You can see the little pouch under the box, which contains 30 of these pouches. And you put it into 8 ounces of water. Drink it in the morning. Don't drink orange juice. That's the worst thing you can drink, is orange juice, because it's got the sugars of 7 oranges, which you don't want. But this will get right into your body right away. Take this, take 2 Cellgevity with it, and that'll set you up for a great day of activity. And that pouch contains all the ingredients and all the various things you can see there in very small letters in the corner there. And that's the 6-foot table of food that you'd have to eat on a daily basis to get all those nutrients, to get all those vitamins and trace minerals in your body. First of all, you couldn't eat that. And secondly, I don't think I'd want to eat it all. But that's what is in that one pouch. It is an amazing product. It really is.
This is our energy product. It's not like anything else that's out there. All the energy products out there are really stimulant. They're caffeine and they're sugar. We have an energy product, ATP, something that we produce. When you take this, you will have energy. You will have the sustained energy for 4 hours. There's no spike. There's no crash. It's unbelievable. Try it the very first time you try. You're going to notice a huge difference.
Absolutely, and that's the little pouch right there. It fits in your pocket. It comes up right away. You can take it dry, in fact. If you don't have water, just don't smell just don't sniff in the powder, because you'll choke. I've done that before in a car on a highway, and it's not pretty, I tell you. Not pretty. So, this product is absolutely amazing. This came out in September, and I think, Jazz, you and I are both on these products. Yes. It's 357, omega-3, omega-5, and omega-7. It's an Arctic cod oil blend. Omega, did I say it right?
Omega.
Omega, I say omega, and you corrected me on that one. It's omega. And the omega is a black raspberry seed, and it comes from complementary fatty acid. It supports the immune system, and it's a natural source of vitamin E. It comes from codfish. Now, when you get codfish oil from most big box stores and other things, you're getting more than just the omega-3. You're getting mercury. you're getting heavy metals because it's fished out of the Atlantic or the Pacific, and it's a bottom feeder, and that's what you're getting. So it's not pristine. This cod is fished out of the pristine Norwegian seas. So it doesn't contain any mercury, doesn't contain any heavy metals, and it's actually processed 4 to 6 hours after it's caught on the ship. That is so cool. It's on the ship, it gets processed, and it's made into the oil, and it gets shipped into the little capsules, right? Just amazing. And you can actually see videos and pictures of this on the max.com website. Pretty amazing. Now, we get a lot of 3, we get a lot of 6, and we get a lot of 9 in our diet. 6 and 9, actually, you can overdose. But number 5, omega-5, we don't get a lot of. And it comes from pomegranate seed oil. It's a high antioxidant, and it also protects the digestive tract. Also omega-7. That is something we don't get a lot of. And it comes from fresh pollock fish oil, and it benefits for people who have insulin sensitivity. It's an anti-aging benefits for the skin, hair, and your nails. And it also promotes cardiovascular health. This 357 is an amazing product, and it rounds out our company with all the other products that we have, and we only have 8. This is a wonderful product, and get this into your system because you'll notice the difference.
Absolutely. This is our weight loss system. What is so brilliant about this weight loss system is that people that lose the weight actually keep the weight off. We have the reason that we gain weight, cortisol goes up, metabolism goes down, it corrects it, and then all of a sudden your fat melts off you. It's brilliant because you will lose the fat, you will not lose muscle or water, and when you lose that weight, you will keep it off. So we have that there are capsules that you take that correct your metabolism, and then we have fiber bars that actually clean you out. We don't have enough fiber in our diets. And then if we can go to the next one, we also have a weight loss program and an exercise program because some people don't know what to do with that. And so we've got that available online as part of the system. People have lost 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 100 pounds, and when they've lost it, they've kept it off. A brilliant, brilliant science and technology behind our weight loss system.
Yeah, really so, yeah. So let's take another look at something here. But before we get into that, we are going to have a testimony on the product. And the product testimony... The winner is Scott Henderson. Can you come up, please? Scott Henderson. Scott.
Call them all.
And Kathy Aday.
Kathy Aday.
And Janet Moriami.
All right. Okay, let's give them a hand.
And is Scott around? Is he... Okay, all right. So we'll start off with you two first.
Let me take this off.
And 2 minutes, okay? So you can start right away.
All right,
You can start. Or Janet, doesn't matter.
Hello, everybody. My name is Janet Moriyama, and I'm a Bronze Associate with Max International. And currently, I work in the dental industry for the last 25 years. I work for a very busy periodontal practice for a specialist in Burlington, Ontario, where I reside as well. Now, I was introduced to Max by my very good friend, thankfully. She's here in the room somewhere. And that was in April 2015. And going forward, July of 2015, I was doing a mozzarella race in Waterloo, where I was bitten by a tick on my right arm. And it took me a few minutes to take off this tick. But anyhow, I immediately started to experience some debilitating responses from that. So luckily I was on the Max products, and the next 4 months I continued to take the products due to inflammatory issues that I was having within my body. And I was having reactions such as heart arrhythmia, numbing and tingling within the left side of my body, a meat allergy, inflammation within my body, extreme brain fog, and extreme fatigue. So going forward, 6 months after, I went to go see a doctor on the Max Advisory Board. His name is Dr. Gordon Crozier. And before I went down there, I had 32 blood tests. I wanted to do my due diligence and get myself better. So I took these tests. One of the tests was a blood test that measured my toxins, and on a range of 0 to 3,000. 3,000 being high, my toxin levels were at 2,800. So that to me says after being on Max products for a year and a half that my toxin levels were still high. And I guess these pre-existing toxins were in my body. So I thought, wow, that's pretty high. So, he reassured me that staying on these products, and I'm taking Celjevity, and I'm taking Enfuse and ATP, and I take all of them. But he assured me that if I stay on these products, what they're going to do is that they're going to decrease the inflammation in my body, eliminate the toxins slowly out of my body, which is then going to increase my, my immune system, and then I would feel better. So going forward, a year later, I feel 95% better. I have total faith in these products. We have the best products in the world. And I just want to share this with everybody because I want, people that is having a health issue to experience what I'm feeling. So there's my story.
Thanks, Jan.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kathy. I was introduced to Max in August of 2015 by a very good friend of mine who had a great product experience. In 2008, I was involved in a very bad car accident, and in 2010, I was involved in a second very serious car accident. And due to those accidents, and working in the aluminum industry for 31 years now, I had a lot of inflammation and pain in my body. I've had all kinds of therapies, been on all kinds of medication, and the pain just continued to get worse and worse all the time. I took Oxycontin, I took Percocets, I took Tylenol, I had chiropractic therapy, I had Bowen therapy, I tried everything and nothing worked. So a good friend of mine introduced me to Max. We came to a presentation and Jasmine was there, Bernadette, and I said, I've tried everything else, what do I have to lose? So let's try this. I was at a point in my life where I was in so much pain and I was so miserable that I didn't want to live anymore. And I said to my husband, if I'm this bad now, what am I going to be like in 5 years from now and in 10 years from now? So that night we signed up as an associate. I started taking Celjevity a week later when it came in the mail. And within 10 days, I had no more pain in my body. I used to wear braces on my hands. I had bursitis in my hips. I had pain from head to toe. These products work. These products gave me my life back. And I will take them and share it for the rest of my life. That's my
Hi everyone, my name is Scott Henderson. I was introduced to these products in 2013. I've had a background in the military, 24 years in the military. I've been deployed overseas to Kosovo, Bosnia, Afghanistan, deployed to the ice storm and the floods here in Canada. I had a career that was rough on the body. And had injuries every now, here and there, and you just fight through it, and you shrug it off, and you just carry on, because that's what you do, right? You got to get the job done. You just do what you need to do. So I spent a career in the military, just dealing with the injuries and getting through it. And then in 2005, when I was deployed in Afghanistan, I ended up in an accident. We had lost our brakes going 100 kilometers an hour and steered into the back of another armored vehicle that came to a stop and was waiting to turn around in the highway. And left, it would have been head on to a tractor trailer, and right, it would have been about a 15-foot drop into a concrete culvert. So I feel that we probably would have died if we would have went left or right. My driver took the right choice. It was that instant stop, and there's no crumple zones in the armored vehicles. Ended up with damage in my neck, right to my tailbone. Basically every vertebrae except for two, they told me had damage of some sort. Degenerative disc, arthritis, osteo. I had a hip replacement in my right hip. My right shoulder had a surgery. And a lot of radiating nerve pain, crushing pain down my left arm, out my rib cage from my mid-back, down my left leg for sciatica. I lost the feeling in both my legs, down the fronts of my legs because of the nerve damage. And I had a hard time standing more than 15 or 20 minutes. the burning pain would start getting worse and worse. There was days at work where I was trying to fight through the day, and the burning pain in my back would be that bad, I just wanted to curl up in the corner and cry. But again, you just carry on. And the doctors had me on all kinds of medications for my pain, inflammation, nerve blockers, anti-inflammatories, different pain medications. For 6.5 years, I dealt with chronic pain. I lost my career due to my injuries. I couldn't do my job anymore. They released me. I was forced to retire. And then a year after I was released, a woman saw me walking with my cane. I had been on my feet for quite a while at that point. And she saw the pain in my face. And she had something that could really make a difference for me, and she had to share with me. At that point, I decided to try it. I started taking the product. She also told me at that point there was an opportunity involved with it. I kept that in mind. The product started changing my life as soon as I started taking it. At 2 weeks, I noticed a huge difference in my pain. By the time I hit 2 months, I was able to wean off every prescription pill I had been on for 6.5 years.
Wow.
And it just kept getting better and better and better. And I noticed significant changes for over a year. And it's been 4 years now, and I'm doing burpees in the gym.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Max is extremely important to me, and I want to make a difference for others. So I will always be, Max is in me, and I want to share that with others and make a difference for them.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Scott. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
That's to Chris.
Thank you.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you. There's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%.
Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.